one of a kind. With Brian Quinn, Roger Flanagan, and Brian Johnson. This week's episode.
Hello and welcome to Tell 'em Steve Dave presents Overkill. I was watching the Gramercy. I like the Baron, man. I wish he would get dressed up for it every time we do it here.
What, for the sake of two people?
Yeah. Spit blood all over the place.
If you had told me, I would have did it. I would have brought my ensemble with me. Next time. The next Overkill we do, I promise to come dressed as the Baron.
Should we live stream it?
I don't know if it would be. I think people will be very, very disappointed when it's just, just the top hat.
Right. Well, the cape, too.
I have our costumes. I just found them.
The robes?
The robes with the crosses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just found them yesterday.
People love the Overkills, Q. I get so much. If there's anything I get a lot about regarding Tell 'em Steve Dave is please don't ever stop doing Overkill. They love them.
Right.
But you missed the last Overkill.
I did. I was away.
And I think we suffered. I think we suffered mightily. Maybe the most apparent time how much your attendance factors in was on that Overkill because we went into areas that we should not have gone into. We allowed Overkill to become political, and we paid a heavy price for it.
What was up? I guess you don't want to retread.
But
Gidim started talking about Stargate and Iraq and a bunch of shit. Started offending people right and left.
I don't think it was Gidim's topic. That guy.
Wait, what did I talk about?
It was the Rich conspiracy and
the Seth Rich thing.
And
I didn't even see that as that political until the next day. I was like, oh my god.
Oh right.
There's one dude who
Well, that's what caused the whole Chelsea Clinton thing. The whole Chelsea Clinton thing, I think, was spurred upon by your tweeting and talking about that thing. But I think a lot of people listened to the most current episode, and it was that, and they heard you, doing the Fox News talking points about the Seth Rich, and they put two and two together.
Well, in all fairness, it was the Listverse talking points, not Fox News.
But they were the only cable news station who reported the conspiracy theory.
Right. Which is it a conspiracy theory if it's an unsolved murder?
Well, a lot of people could say, well, it could have been a Martian just as well as somebody who was from the DNC who did it.
Which is not true because it's been proven that people are in the DNC. A Martian has never been proven, as far as we know.
All right, then it could have been Gidim.
So you think that there's as much of a chance that Gidim shot this guy as a member of the DNC?
There's just as much,
even a rogue member.
There's just as much evidence that Gidim did it.
Oh, there's just as much evidence, but just as likely. If I'm telling you, if my child was murdered, I'm not, and it's not solved, I'm not asking anyone to shut anything down.
Right.
I'm like, whatever you think could be a possibility and could be investigated, even if it's a Martian.
But you're a smart guy. If you could see it's starting to take a political slant.
Oh, like they're using him as right.
I think you then would speak up, though, and I think you would be like this is bullshit.
Right.
You don't even care about my son. You're just trying to destroy the Democratic Party by using this against them.
And then I'm like, Tell 'em Steve Dave, in order to spread Tell 'em Steve Dave awareness.
This is the last week of
this would be
Cinco TSD Mayo.
Is it?
Yeah. I think this would be the last official week.
We haven't been right on dates lately, so let me check.
Well, why does it have to be a 1 month celebration? Can't Tell 'em Steve Dave Awareness Month be 2 months?
Well, I don't think the answer.
It should be from mid-June to mid-July.
It just carries over.
Yeah, that'd be the best. It's like even more fucked up. It's named after another month, and it's placed in between 2 months.
2 months.
Oh, can we do that?
Yeah, it's done.
All right, done.
So it's not the last week.
Mid-June to mid-July.
We're right in the middle. We're right in the thick of it right now.
Yeah, we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 weeks of Cinco T das Mayo.
No, there's no D. It's just Cinco. Tell them TSD Mayo.
Right. There you go. What are you going to do? Are you doing anything special when you're in
parties?
France? Are you going to do anything?
I'm telling you, my only goal, while I'm hanging out with Mosier for a couple of days in Paris, my only goal is to get that fucking sticker.
The four-color demons badge
on the Eiffel Tower.
Can you take a photo of it after you do it? And
yes, but I will not post the photo until I'm out of the country. Yeah.
All right.
Do people do that? Do people put stuff on the Eiffel Tower?
I'm sure not.
Is it hard?
I'm sure they don't. What?
Is that hard to do?
I've never been, but I can't imagine it's good. Look, I'm sure I can get it in some bullshit spot, but that's not what I want.
Where do you
Are you going to bring?
I want it like somewhere where like everybody who walks by is like, what is that?
But if you put it somewhere everybody sees it, though, it's immediately going to be scraped off.
I think it's going to get scraped off no matter what.
But if you hide it,
Can you scale the Eiffel
like
Tower
a hidden
and stick
one.
it up like halfway
hidden
through?
one.
No, fucking Walt's a goddamn genius.
Thank you.
Well, where are you hiding it? Because if you're hiding it, then nobody's seeing
Well,
it.
he's going to tweet it after he's out of the country. He's going to tweet where it's hidden.
Oh, and he's like,
Find it.
hey, whoever the French president is, fuck you and fuck the Treaty of Versailles.
But if you hide it, and then when you're on a plane safely out of the country and they can't arrest you,
You're not in French airspace.
We're turning the plane around.
you want to pull a Midnight Express as you're trying to
I
leave.
do not want to do that.
He's got a bunch of four-color demon stickers strapped to him. It must have been this guy.
Oh, Johnny.
That was Billy.
Billy.
Billy. Oh, Billy.
But like,
Mosier's pressing his
you
tip
tweet
against the glass.
and you tweet that sticker's up there and it's hidden, and anybody who takes a photo of it and hashtags you or Brian,
not Lurker Walt.
like find it. That's like a great little game.
All right.
I'm sure a lot of ants.
I'll see if I can pull that off.
Do you think you're watched the whole time in the Eiffel Tower?
I don't know. It seems like the whole country's on high alert.
Kind of. Yeah.
Can't you, as a special request, as an American celebrity, like have a private?
Don't think
Touring
they
of the entire
care.
Eiffel
I don't think
Tower.
IJ plays there. I don't think they care.
They don't care about you.
Yeah, no, they don't care about me.
How are they? What are you doing in Paris then?
Spending time with Mosier in like what's supposed to be the most romantic city in the world.
Yeah. Well, that's where he lives. What do you want me to do? I can't
just saying.
spend time
I'm
with him
just
anywhere
saying.
You're
else.
only going to Paris to see Mosier?
Well, I'm going to Cannes.
Oh, you're going to the film festival?
It's a television festival. They're flying us out to do some sort of panel.
He's going to be topless on a yacht.
And then we're done Wednesday. And then I was like, well, I could just fly home or I can just jump the 45-minute flight and hang out with Mosier for 3 days. So that's what I'm doing.
Nice. All right. Well,
Romance him a little bit.
if you can't
Get him to put the sticker on.
Gets arrested.
Well, can he cover for you?
I don't think Mosier would do it. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You don't think he'd do it for you?
I don't think he would do it.
You don't think he'd create a diversion?
No, I don't think so. I think he'd be like, I don't think you should do this. And
We're talking about putting a sticker on.
yeah, but if it's something that
pansy is this guy?
that I need a distraction.
Used to be.
What's about me? I'm going to do it. We're talking about Mosier.
yeah.
I know he used to
Don't
scale
get-
flagpoles to steal flags.
I mean,
Yeah, but I
used
said
to
I'm
be-
going to do it. We're talking about Mosier. I don't think Mosier would cover. No.
All right. Well, I mean, can you do it and pretend that you were doing it as a stunt for your television show?
Well, hopefully I'm going to do it and
Afterwards,
not
when
get caught.
you get caught.
My plan is to do it and not get caught.
All right.
Is there any
That's
way
the
you
plan.
can trick Mosier into creating a diversion?
But why? Why would I do it?
Just be like, he's got a gun. Like,
Oh my God.
just yell it. And then
Are you going to try to hide it, or are you going to try to put it in invisible?
I'm going to try and do both.
Okay.
I'm going to try and
Bring
do both.
2 stickers.
Yeah, I'll bring 2 stickers.
All right.
Yeah. I'm also going to bring a 4-color demon bumper sticker.
Okay.
I'm going to try and get it on a French police car. Now,
You got this trip planned out, man.
Yeah.
It's like, what an itinerary.
yeah, I know.
yeah, I'll see some fucking escargot bullshit, but mainly this is what I'm there
And get
for.
a visit from Interpol once he's back. Why
Yeah.
are you defacing our monuments?
I look forward to this, to the tweet with the picture.
One way or another, that tweet's coming up.
Nice.
Whether it be my mugshot, my French mugshot, or
And if
that.
how else can any ideas? Have you guys thought about any other ideas that listeners can do to celebrate? Any kind of thing they can do for awareness? Is like I thought maybe they could walk. Maybe they can have like a walk,
Like a march?
Yeah, like you can get like sponsors to walk. And how they do these walks, where like if you walk 20 miles, you get something. You
Well,
have to
generally
sponsor.
it's for like the March of Dimes or like some charity. And you go around to people and you're like, hey, if I walk 20 miles, you give me $1 per mile or whatever.
right.
So once they get the money, are they sending it to us? What are they doing with the money they raise?
We'll use it to help, so maybe to fund a commercial spot or something. We'll use the money will go towards help spreading awareness.
Okay.
Over the course of a year.
Right. I see this turning into like the Wyclef John debacle. What
did he do?
Remember, it was years ago, when Haiti had that earthquake and he set up the charity, and then everyone started accusing him of paying himself to play at the charity concert.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was a whole big thing.
So this would be against the law for us to do, for raise money.
No, as long as you're upfront about it, you can do anything you want.
Yeah, we're just going to use it to spread the word.
Yeah.
Something very vague like
spread the word. What word?
I'll rent. We could rent one of those planes that takes the sign over the beaches in the summertime.
Right.
Usually you see the radio station.
Yeah. How much do you think that costs?
I could find out. We did it on the show.
Did you?
We put Sal's phone number on it. Flew it over a beach.
It's got to be at least $500, though. I bet.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we could raise that.
We could do that in a heartbeat.
I could divert. We're doing that charity for Manchester. I could divert $500 from that.
No, don't.
That would be good.
No. That would be catastrophic.
Okay, here you go. It's really not that much, Walt. $100 to set up your banner. And then $350 per hour of flight.
Why don't we just get listeners to do it all? Like if they could have local things to do that, and then they send in the video, and we could post it.
So we're design a banner and then have it flown wherever the fuck you live.
Well, the banner could just be a homemade banner.
People are going to see it from. It reminds me when you go you're driving and you see it on a telephone pole, someone who's written something about a garage sale in font that's like 2 or 3.
Right.
How the fuck do you expect anyone, even at a stop sign, to read this, let alone when they're driving by?
Yeah, you're right. The banner would have to be.
The banner has to be huge.
Yeah, all right. So maybe the banner isn't the best way.
Just give us the money and we'll figure it the fuck out. That wouldn't be bad, though. Well, I mean, we could do that technically. If we got a big Tell 'em Steve Dave banner, right? And this summer,
we could ship it out.
TellEmSteveDave.com.
If
we have it fly over the Jersey Shore.
We could do it at the Jersey Shore, but let's say there's these group of ants pool their money together and hey, we got enough money. We're going to rent it. The plane, send us the banner. We could ship the banner out to them, and the banner could go make its way across the country.
It could, yeah. I mean, I know they do it on by the shore because you can fly lower over the ocean there, but
but that could be on both coasts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure they do these things over amusement parks.
Yeah, over Six Flags.
The possibilities are endless. Is this how
engine starts choking? Tell 'em Steve Dave playing.
Now, do you think that's a viable tool in today's world? The plane carrying a message. Do you think it helps at all?
I look up every time. Every time.
Have you ever been prompted to act upon what you've seen in the air on that plane?
I'm already aware of the rat, which is really the only one that I can remember, the radio station. I don't listen to regular radio, so no. So no. But even if it didn't get any listeners, the first podcast ever to have a fucking plane flying a banner, that'd be awesome, right? I'm ready to do it right now.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
Let's do it. We'll do it this summer. Do you think different days cost more? 4th of July probably costs more, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it has to be sometime between
Cinco Dias de Mayo.
Yeah.
So July.
Sometime in July. All right, we'll look into it. And then we'll shoot it on an iPhone or whatever. There you go. That's spreading awareness, man. Did you find out about commercial time on IJ? How are we looking there?
I didn't. I completely forgot. I'll text Simi right now.
30 seconds. That's all we need.
30 seconds of your time, Mr. Simi.
It doesn't have to be in prime time.
Yeah, we want to fucking.
It could be one of the
compete with infomercials.
It could be anywhere but in the 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. slot.
I bet you even that is whoa. What's your favorite color, buddy?
Alligator purple.
Purple?
Yeah.
Purple doesn't fit in here. We're talking about blue. We're talking about Blue Apron, the #1 fresh ingredient recipe delivery service in the country. Do you know what their mission is?
No.
Well, you're about to find out. To make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone. And they achieve this by, Blue Apron achieves this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standard for ingredients of building a community of home chefs. Here's the good thing. Families that cook together, stay together. So we're going to get some Blue Apron, and you're going to make me dinner. What do you think of that?
I just try.
You're going to try? All right. That's all you can do is try. But if you mess it up, I wouldn't want to be you. Research shows that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times more often. You're going to cook me dinner at least 3 times a week. What do you think of that?
Yes.
You know, not all ingredients are created equal. So, come on. The real difference here is everything's fresh. It's affordable. There's variety. It's flexible. It's easy. And it's guaranteed. So, what are you going to do after we get done with this commercial? You're going to go on your computer. What color is your computer?
Papa?
It should be blue. And you're going to go to blueapron.com/TESD. And you're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron.
So you got an overkill?
I do. I think you'll like it.
Please tell me it's not political this time.
It's Seth Rich Part 2. No, it's about UFOs.
Nice.
A place called Bigelow Ranch.
Bigelow?
Yeah, which was formerly known as Skinwalker Ranch or Sherman Ranch, which was the people who owned it. Sherman Ranch. Sounds cool, right?
Yeah.
It's in northwest Utah and is home to countless UFO sightings, animal mutilations, and other strange occurrences. Mysterious happenings have been documented since the 50s, and some of the most bizarre stories happened to a pair of ranchers named Terry and Gwen Sherman after they bought it in 1994. First day they moved to the property, they saw a large wolf out in the pasture. They even went to pet the wolf as it seemed tame. It was docile with them, but ended up grabbing a calf by the snout through the bars of its enclosure. Terry shot at the wolf with a pistol. The bullets had no effect.
Space wolf.
A space wolf, right. They tried tracking the wolf, but the track stopped abruptly as if it had vanished.
No, it flew.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why they don't have that written down here. Fucking idiots. They were constantly plagued by such events as UFO sightings, intelligent floating orbs, reputed to have incinerated 3 of their dogs.
How do they know they're intelligent, these orbs?
I don't know. I'm not sure how they... I mean, they're not smarter than Gidim, as I'm sure he'll fucking tell you. But inexplicable cryptids and gruesome cattle mutilations. It got so bad that 2 years later they sold the ranch to Robert Bigelow, which is, who...
Why do you think that the aliens are always mutilating cattle?
I think maybe they're trying to examine them or whatever, and they just end up like
by now
they're not very gentle.
How many cattle do they need? You think the first couple times?
Well, how many anuses do they need to probe? I mean, aliens are famous for 2 fucking things: fucking up cattle and sticking their fingers or whatever up people's asses.
I didn't think it was a finger.
Probes. Well, they say probe.
Yeah,
I probed them.
It's a medical device. It's not just.
I don't know, I just went to the fucking doctor. And I got
probed. Was he a gray? Because
yeah, it was just as an alien. Actually, I think it was more of a costume party than a doctor's office. But I wanted to. There's another part, Walt, that I think you're going to like. There was a Bigfoot-like creature, poltergeist activity. The amazing Randy sent them what's called the Pegasus Award.
Pegasus.
Mm-hmm. It's a tongue-in-cheek award presented by noted skeptic James Randi. He seeks to expose parapsychological, paranormal, or psychic frauds. And so they got a Pegasus Award.
How do you spell that?
Pigasus. And here's the plaque. You can see it. It's a pig with wings. When pigs fly, I guess this is what's going to happen, right?
Dude, we should submit the Prussian Kissing Skull to get a Pegasus.
Well, then it would be proven or debunked.
Yeah, we don't want to.
I just want looking for any kind of awards.
I know. I could tell. I was thinking about that you're being so dejected about not being on time.
Yeah.
The list of time. Do you think that it's a testament to the quality of those podcasts or a testament to whoever is making that list saying, as far as our readers are concerned, what podcasts are they most likely to dig. And even if they had heard us, they'd be like, these guys are just saying shit that nobody who reads Time is going to
appreciate.
Yeah.
I think there's something to that. I'm sure, but it doesn't matter though. I think just achieving getting on Time would be an amazing feat as a podcast to listen to. I mean, I don't think I don't think you should look at it as like, well, we don't want to be on Time.
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, try to justify why we're not on Time.
No, I was wondering about it. Like, I mean, not wondering why we weren't on it. I mean, God, there's 20 million podcasts and 50 got on there. But I was like, that could be a reason for the same reason that we're not on Huffington Post, because they like dog shit, So.
Well, I understand that's your defense. That's your
justification.
Your defense mechanisms kicking in. You
It's not that they don't love me.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I'm too real.
You don't want to.
Time.
You don't want to show them that it matters. You want to put on the facade that you don't care. And
it's not a facade. Trust me, I don't give a fuck about Time.
No, I'm telling you,
not at all. Like I see, if I see the Time released their 50 top podcasts, I would be fucking so blown away. If I saw our name on there, I'd be like, what the fuck? How did this happen? It would just be, I just wouldn't be able to believe it. I'd be like, they fucked up. Like somebody who works at Time is an ant and they snuck it in there.
That's it, right?
Right? Yeah.
But why? Why isn't our, we've done everything that we can do. We've got the longevity. We've got the consistent schedule. We've got the
A-lister.
We got an A-lister. We should be. More so than you've got to cop to the fact that there are podcasts that made it on there that don't have any
some
notable
of these people
names.
are not as famous.
I don't think that the Time magazine staff or really the readership would know what Impractical Jokers at all. We're not that.
But you're on constantly, so I
on a channel that they would never
can't get
watch.
away from.
You think it's a little bit too?
I think it's too lowbrow.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I'm glad you said it first.
Yeah. Everyone else has been saying it, but we weren't sure if you heard.
Fuck
that! I love lowbrow, man. I love your show. I do. I'm not even saying.
Yeah. We don't need to suck his dick.
I don't.
You could if you want. I don't have to stop.
I'll do it for a different reason later on. But as far as the show's concerned, I genuinely enjoy it. I really like to watch it. Yeah.
I think that eventually True TV is going to surpass us in terms of class. I don't think they're there yet.
So far, no. With Hack My Life and the other bullshit.
But now
you've seen them move away from the classness.
Oh yeah, well no, they're full on comedy. They're a full on comedy network now.
And they've moved away from the
Absolutely.
extremely lowbrow content.
Without
Tanya
a doubt.
Harding is now unemployable again.
But now they're getting the same. Like Amy Sedaris has a show on now.
Who
That's
does?
Amy Sedaris, and she's like considered like a highbrow comedian.
Oh fuck yeah, she's awesome.
And I know there's some things coming down the pike that are of that ilk. So I think that they're really
You've
trying
begun digging your own grave.
fucking dude. By the time we're all, I honestly think we're going to do 10 seasons of this fucking show.
Yeah.
And then then I don't know. I don't know how it's the end of the season. So I'm like, fuck this, fuck everybody, fuck everybody's mother. Like I'm in that place, but, I would not be surprised 10 seasons, but at a certain point, you gotta fucking pack it in. You can't be doing this shit for a fucking decade.
It would be amazing that you got to season 20.
Like it won't happen, dude.
But wouldn't it be fucking funny? Like these guys playing pranks on each other.
I think you're more likely to see us go away and do movies or go away and then like when we're in our fucking 50s do like a reunion episode here or there.
Yeah.
I don't think that I don't think I want to do it for fucking for that long.
Like another 13 years.
Nah, I couldn't do it. I look, we're not in cash grab territory yet where we're doing it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
But we will get there eventually, and that's when we'll pack it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you think you'll know when it, because every every show has it where it's like, almost every show has it.
I think as
like
long
when you introduce there's a baby Joker.
No, I think that our contract's up. We're going to negotiate for another contract, and I would bet that was because of our choice, the last run. So whatever they sign us for, I think is going to be it.
That'll be it.
That's what I think, and I think I think they'll sign us for at least 2 more seasons. That'll bring us to 9, but I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get 3 out of us.
Huh.
Yeah, but I gotta get my life back, dude. I can't be working this hard for forever.
So you think they're going towards all comedy?
They already have.
That kills my plan, man.
What was your plan?
I was watching. I've seen them all, so it's starting to get boring. But like Forensic Files.
Oh God, you and fucking Patella.
Oh, she like
it's
the best.
All she watches.
It's fucking awesome.
She will put on the TV and a forensic file will come on and she will know the case and how it ended already. Yeah, like her father was a New York City detective, so she's into all that shit.
But I think True owns the rights, and because all the cases are like from like the late 80s into like the 90s.
Yeah, like the video is like the center of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't even go widescreen. Yeah,
yeah, it's all like old school shit. And I was wondering, like, why did they ever stop? Like, why did they stop making the show? Because it has a lot of seasons, like 18 seasons or something.
I don't know. You want me to look it up?
Because there's a never ending stream of fucking cases that you can do on the show, right?
You would think.
Yeah, I think the other channel has picked up the
like ID channel
stepped in the vacuum of Forensic Files and they filled that void.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows on ID I didn't like. I haven't watched it in some
And Forensic Files was good because it was a half hour.
Oh, I don't think it's over yet.
It was a half hour, and it was what's his name's voice.
Yeah, he's dead,
Peter,
right?
Yeah, he died.
I just can't see. I just can't see Impractical Jokers on at 10 and then 10:30 Forensic Files.
Like, stay
It'd be
tuned.
such a stark.
Like the Impractical Jokers introduce it. They're like, don't go anywhere yet because someone was murdered and buried for fucking 3 years.
In this episode, somebody's poisoned with antifreeze, just like every other episode.
Yeah, it's cyanide. Like that somebody got from like rat poison.
Dude, it only ended in October of 2016.
Oh, really? I thought they did like a special episode in 2016.
It says original release was from April 23rd, 1996 to October 16th, 2016.
Somebody denounced it as like Unsolved Mysteries. With
no, you're right.
Stack.
I'm sorry. The show first ran from 1996 to 2011, then 4 additional episodes were created in 2016. So, yeah.
It's an interesting show to watch just to see people who think they're fucking smarter than the cops, forensic detectives, forensic this and forensic that. Like, I'll outsmart these guys.
You watch that show, you learn, you cannot outsmart anybody.
But I think
even though
those
you
shows
take all
have
those clues.
I think those shows though have taught people better ways to kill. Maybe they still get caught, but boy, do they have changed murder though.
You think so?
You don't think so? That that hasn't changed the way people murder?
I think stupid people will always make stupid mistakes.
Well, if you're talking about murder in the heat of the moment, but if you're talking about planning a murder, those shows have become
the guide
to try to
what not to do.
Right.
So you're using all that knowledge that you've garnered from watching those shows on trying to not do what those people did.
But there's also some shit that it's just like you just can't. You know, they're like, oh, so like the guy scraped his arm as he was walking through the wall and walking by the wall, so his skin cells are now like on the door jamb or whatever.
Right. Plus, technology is always evolving, so there's shit that you don't even know.
You
about.
see the shit in the beginning of that series, and how much it advances during the series is like they were using like bite impressions.
Right.
Dental impressions in the first.
What they did do, they brought to the public consciousness though, which they should have been prosecuted for.
Go ahead.
Is luminol. They should have never let the bag out that the cops can use luminol.
Well, it doesn't matter though, right?
Yeah, it matters.
Why people, even if you try to clean the blood up,
They should have never let out to the public. Should have never been aware that they could use a special thing that could show where blood is. Mm-hmm. Never should have told the general public that.
Well, I don't know if they were the ones that did it. I mean, it was in crime novels and movies and stuff like that.
There should have been something that they shouldn't have made it public for public consumption. How crimes are solved.
Let's see when it came out, Luminol. I'll bet you it's fucking way before fucking Forensic Files started.
Yeah, but it became through those shows though that we now know that there's that cleaning up blood is pointless.
Well,
right. So, I'm not sure what you mean then. So you're saying that they should have not told the general public. So if you murder somebody, it's like, well, let's inconvenience them. They can try to clean up the blood, but it's not going to matter.
No, because now they're now they put up tarps.
Oh, like Dexter?
Like Dexter, yeah.
Yeah.
How many murders do you see where people are putting up tarps and shit?
I've seen a couple. They go through extraordinary. They plan murders.
That means they got caught.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking help them.
But they go through. But it's definitely been a game changer in the world of murder.
Okay, so shockingly, it was a German chemist that.
I mean, Basic Instinct had luminol in it, and that was
Did it?
like 90. Yeah, remember they do it over the fucking bed, and
I only remember one thing about Basic Instinct.
Yeah, me too.
Michael Douglas's pussy.
Michael Douglas?
Yeah, did I see the wrong movie?
I don't get it.
STINKT.
I don't get the joke. What do you mean?
There's no joke. I was just making a joke that I saw his dick.
Did you?
No.
How'd it go from luminol to Michael Douglas's cock? Well, what do you remember? Her fucking her on the sink or the bunny? I mean, the rabbit's really the.
That's
you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of.
Oh no, I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you got the wrong one. You got Fatal
one.
Attraction.
Fatal Attraction.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Basic Instinct is it's the
pussy shot.
The push shot with Wayne Knight like sitting up.
Getting all excited.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that.
What part of Basic Instinct are you remembering? That's the crossing and uncrossing of what's her name's legs.
That's the most famous part of Basic Instinct.
Oh, really?
He's like, I got hard during the credits.
Remember that?
A sequel?
There was a Basic Instinct 2. I never saw it.
No. Well, what part are you remembering? Well,
I guess I don't even think about the right movie then. That's the one is that the one where she's in the shower? Is Stallone in it?
No, it's Michael Douglas.
Oh, okay.
Right? Michael Douglas?
Yeah, you're right.
Basic Instinct 2. Sharon Stone was in that too. Wow. She was once again in trouble with the law.
She regrets that move though, Q.
Showing spreading the legs? Really?
Can't get it out.
Sharon Stone.
Why did she regret that?
She regrets doing that in the movie, and she said she may have been. She may have been. She didn't even realize it was going to happen.
Oh, bullshit. Talking about overkill. Bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
It fucking made her entire career. It did.
It really did. But I did read that she
I'm not
was
judging
like,
her on it. Good for her.
I didn't think they were going to use that footage. It's like, then why didn't you put some fucking underwear on? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so she was out of the room when they shot everybody's close-ups of reacting to it. Like, come on. Nonsense.
Yeah.
Don't give me this shit.
I agree. Well, what was shit? Did it make her career? Let's see. We'll find out.
I would have to think that it did not make her career.
Well,
that's pretty going out on a limb.
Prior to
that she wouldn't have become Sharon Stone without that sequence.
Well, she became pretty well known.
Fucking
after that.
way does she become the Sharon Stone without that sequence? No fucking way. Name aside from that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, the where what was it?
Oh, Total Recall.
Total Recall. Name another fucking Sharon Stone movie at all.
Casino.
Boom.
He wasn't gonna. Why the fuck did you pull it in your mouth? You know he wasn't pulling Casino out of his mouth.
I saw him gearing up to say boom. I couldn't help myself.
Well, Casino didn't make her career.
No, it didn't.
But that was after.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean,
why do you think she got Casino?
You believe the only reason she got casinos from that one sequence?
I believe
Marty was like,
her whole career is that one sequence. Yeah.
Why
That's
should
a ballsy statement.
Yes.
Yeah, I should do that, right?
I think you should.
It would not have the impact. Today's society would not set it ablaze. Anybody, male or female, doing that same sequence today.
Nah, not today.
So you're saying
it was a sign of the times.
a 50-year-old man?
Well, no, you're right. You're right.
No, I disagree. There's tons of like people who. I mean, it doesn't have the impact that did, but people still notice. There's a whole fucking story the other day about one of the Jenner girls, Kylie or Kendall Jenner. They're in New York and they're like they're braless.
Yeah,
that was the story.
But it wouldn't call. But
that was the story.
That was the story. But it's in 1 year now, and it's forgotten the next day. People still remember though.
Sure.
That scene he's talking about, though, I wouldn't say it made her career, though. I think that's negating a lot of good acting.
With my last breath, I'm going to be like, remember that time Kylie Jenner went on my deathbed.
You're discounting, though, a whole career, though, basically on two stills of film.
The reason she has that career is because of that scene.
I agree.
It was much talked about.
Well, that's what I mean when I say it made her.
The buzz was amazing for that, right?
Nobody talks about anything else when it comes to her.
Really? It's still?
I don't think people talk about Sharon Stone at all anymore. I think, but if they do, it's always that scene.
But it's rumored that she's going to be in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
A Marvel movie.
She's going to be,
and she's not going to have to do that again in a Marvel movie.
She's 70.
Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, dude! I'd pay for her not to do it at this point.
Oh, this is really going off brand. It's not even an overkill. You can't even call this overkill.
Spooky Puss. Sharon Stone.
Spooky Puss. Let me see what she looks like now.
She actually looks pretty good.
I mean, she was gorgeous.
She looks way better than me, and she's 10 years older.
Oh yeah, she looks amazing.
But the Kendall Jenner thing.
Hold on.
Is that or whoever?
There she is.
Ooh, oh my! She was like Brian Johnson showed his balls on that.
That's a purposely bad photo.
Right.
Because she looks good in every other photo.
Is that rebelling? The Jenner girl, like, hey, I'm going to walk around. You can kind of see my nipples through my shirt. What is it?
I offer no thoughts on it.
Is it empowerment?
It could be a sign of it.
Yeah, I'm for it.
I'm sure a lot of
you can see nips through a shirt.
Yeah, but I say
I'm like Wayne Knight.
You want to hear a fucking real overkill?
She is beautiful now. She still got it. Yeah. And she's 60?
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be 60 next March.
Good for her. Good for all of us.
Yeah, good for Sharon Stone.
Good for all of us.
She was great in Casino, though.
She was great.
Really good.
Yeah.
Now,
all right, let's get this back to overkill.
Can we steer it back into the unknown and the spooky and
I want Jay Sarge's kids to be like Spooky Puss.
Jay Sarge would do it.
Yeah.
Let me find my.
God, she was something when she was young, though. Jeez Louise.
Now I'm a little scared to bring this topic up, considering that I didn't want to get into stories that were in any way, shape, or form could be considered hot topic.
Okay.
So unlike you.
After the last overkill, I felt it was. I didn't want to go there again, but I felt this story was compelling enough that I would break that.
You're going to break the week-long political stories.
No, it's not political. It's definitely not political, but it could still be. Just because it's not political doesn't mean it couldn't be hot button. My story. Now, last time we did Overkill Q, you didn't know about this. I don't think you're aware of this, but I think I'm reincarnated.
Wow, love this already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, wait till you hear what he was. His past life was marginally less exciting than this life.
But it doesn't mean it doesn't matter how exciting or unexciting it is.
Imagine this life, except he's wearing a tweed coat.
You don't think you're Colombo, do you?
No. I believe in my other life I'm doing almost what I'm doing now. I had to go downstairs to get something. And while I was downstairs reaching for a box, I could see. I had a memory of me reaching in a somewhat same position in a basement, a very old timey basement of a jewelry store, and I remember looking at my socks, and I was wearing those thigh high white socks that dudes used to wear.
Yeah. Try high, you say?
Yeah. Are you a prostitute or a fucking?
Are you a lady boy?
Not thigh. Wait a
He's a
minute.
dandy.
Maybe not. No, but they were thigh high, but you couldn't see they went all to my thighs. They
So
would.
you're wearing garters? Like, what the fuck? Wait, are you
very
talking
weird.
like knee socks? Or,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you
Big
can't.
difference.
Yeah, but like I got like the Mary Tyler Moore pants on,
I don't know what that means.
like the pants that only
Like
go
the-
down.
Oh, like the pantaloons?
like capri pants.
Okay.
I
All
had,
right, I get what you're doing.
I'm wearing like capri pants, like
yeah,
like the
pirates used to wear back in
like
the day.
Dick Van.
Basically, you look like a Mexican gangbanger, right? Like, don't they have pants that pull their socks up real high and shit?
Is that what they do? I don't know. I think they do one leg.
And I'm wearing a wool coat. And I'm looking through a wooden box of like junky old broken watches and baubles, like it's worthless jewelry.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm saying to myself, "Oh, like it." I had the memory, and then I could also remember, and then I look up, and I could see there's no cars out the window. There's just horses. And I believe that I was working in a jewelry store in another life. Do you believe in reincarnation?
Once a week, they did a play called Jewelry Store Boys.
I don't necessarily believe in reincarnation, but I do put that on the list of things where I'm like,
It's possible.
You wouldn't say that shit if you were in fucking India right now on stage. Bitch.
well, no, of course not. I'd be saying whatever they paid me to say. But I put it in the realm of there are things that I just will never understand. So could be.
But you don't believe it's possible to be reincarnated, though.
Well, I've told you this before. My friends in high school, my friend's mother was a psychic. She did readings for like a living, and she swore that
It wasn't
I was
a Long Island psychic, right? Oh no,
No,
that would
Staten
be
Island.
Staten Island. Staten Island psychic.
She was a
not as
psychic,
famous
the
as
lesser
the
known.
No, I don't think that she had branded herself, but she swore that I was a reincarnation of JFK. She told me that.
She blow you?
No, I wish.
Really?
like,
What made her think that?
I don't know because I didn't take it seriously. I was like 17 years old, so I was
Did
like,
you have
haha.
sweet JFK hair?
But then I had pretty sweet hair back then. But she said it multiple times over the years.
Oh, excuse me, can Tommy come out and play?
But well, that is so.
I've said it on
No, I've never heard that.
I've said that before in this.
Have
Yeah.
you heard this before?
No, that you're the reincarnation of JFK.
Well, I'm not saying that. That's what I was told. Yeah, that I was a reincarnation of JFK.
That means like that's some heavy shit though to have to deal with though.
No,
'Cause
I
you
didn't
haven't
care.
lived up to
No.
like if you were like you could be like a leader.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like you're a schmuck, really.
Well, maybe. Well, I am a schmuck, but isn't like the whole point of reincarnation is like you do good and then you graduate?
Oh, so he did bad. Like,
No, he did
was
good.
Out there, no, he was out there banging a bunch of women who
Yeah,
were
but
Jackie.
Yeah, but you know
No,
the
but
Bay of Pigs.
That's why.
Yeah, but he saved the United. Didn't he? Like, yeah,
He stared down nuclear.
So now he just gets to
annihilation.
relax and be like a practical joke and still bang a lot of chicks.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
right.
I'm not. I don't think I'm doing JFK numbers, but my numbers are pretty fucking good.
Yeah, for a non-president.
Yeah, like, I got some good numbers. Might even be triple digits. I don't know.
Well, that's when you lose count. That's how
Well,
you're
yeah.
back
Well,
then.
no. If we're counting straight up penetrative intercourse, definitely not. But if you're throwing in all sorts of shenanigans and fun,
Well, let tons of pigs blow me.
then you're definitely in triple
It
digits.
was a treat for them. Like, I was like, Suey, come here, get your slop on.
I have never said that in my entire life. Walt.
You said it in the fucking parking lot earlier. I heard you.
To who? Who was I talking to that you heard me?
You thought it was a hat.
But
I was
you
talking to my cat. I was like, who gets blowjobs for pigs? Who gets blowjobs for pigs? Was that this episode or last week's?
Oh, that was last week. All right, so yeah.
You are at a point though where if you don't start to make some big time changes, the next time you come back, you
Why? I was a fireman. I have medals for saving lives. How much do I got to do? I'm woke. I bring joy to everybody through Impractical Jokers. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, there's the humbleness is what first thing I'm talking about.
You think JFK was humble? He was banging Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, but he had a body of work that was more than just I was on a TV show.
If he had a podcast, he would be talking shit. No, what are you talking about? I think the fire department is more important than Impractical Jokers, but Impractical Jokers does bring a lot of people happiness.
Right, but
whose happiness is more pure? The person who watches Impractical Jokers and watches you guys clown around, or the person that's like, holy shit, he stopped my house from fucking totally burning down?
I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the fire department.
Sounds like you are.
You walked away from it, though.
Did.
Yeah.
You walked away from it. That may tarnish when whoever like chooses what you come back as. You might come back as like a fucking potato bug or something next life.
Yeah, or me.
Potato bug. Like I'm doing that bad? I'm a fucking insect?
He's like, I got an opportunity in life. I chose to seize upon it, and now I'm a potato bug.
Yeah, I'm doing the Manchester show for charity. I donate all that money to the Wounded Warriors thing. That's not...
All right. Maybe mollusk.
But why? But what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, you could be a bottom feeder, maybe.
I've never abused any women. I treat people well.
Not physically.
Why? What do you mean?
Psychologically, I don't know.
You're not allowed to break up with people suddenly? You got to stay with someone forever?
I'm just saying, though, that like I wouldn't be so cocksure in the fact that you got it made in your next life.
Dude, you're never going to fucking come back as a jeweler in your next life, all right? So just fucking drop the idea right now. You're a
What
mollusk.
about the fucking lateral karma going on here? Just fucking slides from fucking register to register.
It's him in a different outfit.
Like a guy who's, I guess, what are you doing? You're like not moving the needle at all. They're like, let's just fucking...
They're sitting around judging everyone else as to what they're going to come back as.
There's something to be said to keeping it the status quo.
Even keel.
Right.
You do just enough to get by.
Right.
But you could lose sight of the prize, though. And you may rest on laurels now when you're still healthy enough where you can make a big difference. You could come back as something even bigger and better than what you are now.
So what should he do? In your estimation, what should he? So because firefighters hard to top.
Firefighters are at the top, man.
Again, no, but like when you're
should he donate a kidney to a stranger?
We actually pitched that as a fucking punishment on the show.
Oh, that's fucked
and
up.
Network shot it down.
I got to say, I draw the line.
All right.
That's a good.
Well, I mean, right.
I thought that would have been good.
And now, so you're unsure in reincarnation. You don't really believe it, but you don't want to ever come down on anybody who.
My problem with
it.
reincarnation is there are more people alive on planet Earth right now than have ever lived in the history of the planet.
What your biggest problem is you assume that everybody is going to come back as a human being, and that's your big mistake
Excellent
right
point.
there.
Excellent point. You're right. You're right.
So arrogant.
That's what I said.
That's why you're a mollusk.
I'm a shitty mollusk.
Snail.
You're right. Or an alien can be reincarnated as a human being.
That brings me to my story.
Funny you should mention that.
There is a boy in Russia who claims to have lived another life on Mars.
Yeah?
His name is Boriska.
Okay.
He attracted worldwide attention a few years ago when he claimed that he was actually from the planet Mars.
That's all you got to do?
Well,
how old is he?
This was in 1990. He was born in 1996. Right. So he's 2 years. He's 20 now.
Okay, so how old is he when he was like, hey, I'm from Mars?
He looks like to be, he was like 3.
Oh, and he was 3, he said he was from Mars?
He could read at the age of 1. He could speak in sentences at 6 months old.
This is all documented?
This is all documented. His mother, his parents were doctors. His mother was a doctor. His father was a doctor. His first word was uttered. Guess how old he was?
I don't know how old
15
people are.
15 days old. And he said, Baba.
Baba.
So not even an advanced word. He
At
wasn't
15, at
like Mars
15.
needs women or something.
But why would he be able to speak English if he's from Mars or
Reincarnated.
Russia or whatever?
Reincarnated.
Yeah, but
So it was an
He's not, a,
English-speaking
he's, not,
alien?
he's not a Martian now. He's a human
Russian
being.
speaking. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, how did he gain the ability to speak Russian if he's not from this planet?
Well, he's reincarnated.
Like he's
as
not
a-
remembering speaking. Right, but what I'm saying, shouldn't he be speaking Martian at 15 days if he's
Well,
reincarnated?
if nothing
Martian?
else, not English.
Well, that's what I was saying. Speaking Russian.
Baba is an English word?
Well, it's child speak for bottle, right? Isn't that
Not across the globe, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? If he was like
okay?
blah,
Let me
blah,
look what
blah,
Baba means in Russia.
at 15 days, I'd be like, well, then maybe he's a Martian.
Well, he didn't start to have the. Well, I mean, you're supposed to if you believe in reincarnation, you're not supposed to remember it. That's the big thing. You're not supposed to remember.
But
your
you
past
remember
life.
being a watchmaker.
It's unique people that can.
He's next level, asshole.
Okay, but we're saying this guy's unique, this kid. So
Right.
why doesn't he remember Martian language?
Why weren't you saying Baba at 2 weeks old?
I mean, I don't have all the answers, Q. I'm just telling you that.
All?
Any? I don't know.
He could read
What am I,
newspaper
Martian?
headlines at a year old. Age 2, he started drawing and learned how to paint 6 months later. He attended kindergarten at the age of 2. He had language skills, unique memories.
I mean, how many women did he bang?
Yeah. Is he in triple digits?
Because
including
I'll tell you
snobs?
what, at the end of the fucking life, when the lights are going out, I'm not going to think back to all the fucking novels I read when I was 10.
Remember when I said Baba at 15 days
Yeah,
old?
wasn't that
My dick's
impressive?
dry as a fucking desert.
You don't
Everyone's
deserve
like,
to
"Let
come
him
back as
die."
a human being. No, you don't. You deserve to come back, like I said, as like something they find under a rock.
Yeah. Like a mold they find in someone's basement that's
Yeah.
making everyone sick.
Yeah, black mold.
So, hey, man, people are suffering neurological damage. I think it's because of that Quinn mold.
Space became the permanent theme of his memories when the boy turned 3. Once he said that he used to live on Mars itself. He claims that Mars is inhabited now, but Martians live underground because of a mammoth catastrophe which caused Mars to lose its atmosphere.
Well, that's pretty fucking convenient. He's like, well, the reason you can't see them is because they're under the ground. So they have underground cities?
But at that age, though, how would he know that we couldn't? That
How old is he?
now?
When he said that?
When he said
No, when
that,
he
he
said
was
that.
2. He wouldn't have no idea, though, that we would have that, like, if that was quote unquote convenient, as you put it.
Yeah. I guess I'm stupider than a fucking alleged Russian Martian 2-year-old.
He's an absolute. I mean,
But you're saying it's documented.
but he's grown up to be like.
What's he doing now? What the
next-level
fuck's he up to
genius.
now? Is he on TV?
Does he have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Because you know the only thing that matters, Walt, is love.
Yeah.
If that's what you call what you
Wonder
perform.
Woman.
Yeah.
Love.
Wonder Woman taught me that.
Oh, yeah.
Love
I
is
don't
all
think
that
they'd call it
matters.
that.
I think you and Boriska's definition of love are far, far different.
Well, I'm the one who swims in ass.
Yeah. He's the one that's making up shit about fucking aliens.
Yeah, he's a fucking nerd in a fucking communist block, fucking making up shit that nobody believes.
Well, plenty of people believe it, because the boy also says that he used to fly to Earth for research purposes when he was a Martian.
Yeah.
Moreover, he piloted a spaceship himself. It took place in the time of the Lemurian civilization. He speaks about the fall of Lemuria
What is Lemuria?
as if it occurred yesterday. Lemurians, I
It's a
think,
fucking word he made up.
it's a what I think it's what Martians called themselves.
Lemurians?
Lemurians,
Oh, that's cool.
Why don't they call themselves Martians?
because Mars and Martians are
Martian,
Earthling
Martian, Martian.
terms.
Right. It's like how we call Germany, Germany, but they call it like Deutschland or some shit like that.
Okay.
They would like a
They're the
Martian.
Martians of Earth.
Yeah.
A Martian would not call themselves a Martian because that's a term that we came up with. Right
Yeah,
there,
you're right.
that's led so much credence to this kid's story. If he had said Martians,
No, what would have
Live
impressed me is
Everything would have been thrown into
if he
question.
didn't say a word at all. Because why are they even speaking in this with English fucking
he's
letters?
got a human brain.
Why aren't
Though.
they using telepathy?
He's got a human brain, so he had his brain had to develop in the.
Yeah, but he's using a made up word, so why not just call it
What's the
Martians?
made-up word?
Lemurians.
But I think that shows that it's not a made up word. How old would a kid have to be to realize? Well, I better not call them Martians.
Well, he said that the ships used plasma power, ion power. If they used gasoline, the fuel ran out too fast. The engines were too powerful. So how the fuck are they getting gas on fucking Mars?
What do you mean? You don't think there's I don't know if
I don't think there's a fucking Exxon station on Mars, no. Underground or otherwise.
he told us that Lemurians are 9 meters tall. How tall would that be?
It's like 27 feet.
Yeah, a meter is 3 feet?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Like something.
His mother asked him, "How can you remember all this?" Boriska replied, "Boriska,
Don't send me to Gulag, please.
I remember, and nobody has told me that. I saw it."
So is the dad mad? Is he like, you fucked a Martian, you cheating bitch? Like, did the mom fuck a Martian?
No, this is his soul. His Lemurian soul was placed in a human vessel, which now would lead us to believe that we can be reincarnated not only as things on Earth, but things on other planets.
Q, are you more or less upset if you get cucked by a human or a Martian?
I get cucked by... Oof. Well, I'm not upset if I get cucked by a Martian because I'm like, well, all right.
She did it out of fear.
Well,
She loves me.
she's like, I don't know.
stands for love.
She'll always love me. If I had a girl and she fucked another human, I'd be pretty upset about that.
Right.
I don't think there's
Martian,
no
she gets
way.
a pass.
Martian, I'd give it to her.
He has two Earthlings as his parents. It's not in debate. It's his soul. It's his essence. Mm-hmm. It's your essence that leaves this vessel.
Mortal coil. I would have a lot of questions if I got cucked by a Martian because I'd be so amazed that I have to I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, what was this dick like? You know what I mean? Like I'd be like, this is crazy. A human, I'm like,
do you know why we age?
I don't know. A Martian would be better, I guess.
do I know why we age? Yeah.
Why? What causes aging?
The cell's inability to replenish is finite. I mean, a cell's ability to replenish is finite. Can only do it so many times.
Boriska claims it's because you breathe oxygen.
Really?
Yeah, it causes aging, he says.
What was he breathing?
Carbon dioxide.
Oh, that sounds good.
Take some of that.
Don't.
Boriska has a lot of difficulties with school.
Yeah, he's not getting laid.
He constantly interrupts teachers and says that they are wrong. Now the boy has classes with private tutors. He also claims that there are other races on Mars, and each race had their own technology. I don't know if Mars is. I mean, I don't like that though because
It's not diversified.
yeah, that's not very diversified.
Yeah.
Is it? Could you imagine that was like the way we rolled on Earth?
Like, this
No,
is
here
white
on Earth,
technology.
yeah. We should all be holding hands and singing songs together. I'm surprised the Martians haven't picked up on that.
Yeah, they're supposed to be more advanced, right?
Yeah, you got to. Every culture is awesome.
Well,
they don't know that yet.
How many races? Well, they say Lemurians. How many races of Martians are there?
Well, he did not go into
racism on Mars. Can't get away from this shit. Jesus Christ! How do the Martian cops treat the some of the Lemurians?
Hold on, there was a good line I wanted to tell you guys one of these stories, but I felt that this was
This kid sounds like an asshole. I could buy you being a reincarnated jeweler.
But who likes fucking aliens and shit more than this guy? UFOs. And like he's a fucking mild-mannered jeweler who's looking through fucking dog shit jewelry all day.
Right.
And this kid's like, "Oh, I'm I'm in Mars. Fucking, we're underground. We're flying around in spaceships, and we don't use gas or fossil fuels. Like, this kid's got a whole fucking story. He's like, there weren't any cars.
I was wearing thigh highs and I sifted through some watches.
Yeah, I was wearing thigh highs and fucking pantaloons, a powdered wig and shit.
That I believe.
That would be Walt.
Well, I believe if Walt says it and he feels it, I could buy it. This kid, he sounds like a prick.
Well, it just sounds like it's an ongoing thing where Walt had a sudden flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only had the experience once where I had any kind of like, right, where I felt a memory coming on. I don't have any, other than that, it's only happened once.
Did you tell your wife and kids?
I did not. I didn't want to scare them. I think there's things that's like they get scared so easily about like stupid shit on TV. I couldn't tell them that I'm from another era.
Right. Girls, do you have any
they know.
I can borrow? I know they're coming back in style. I need to go to my part-time job at the jewelry store. What? Everything you're saying is scaring me.
But why I thought it was so controversial is because I wanted Father Lance to weigh in on this. So I asked him what he thought about.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool.
He's ready to exercise him.
And I asked him. I said, "I'm curious as what your feelings are as a professional. What would you tell somebody if they came to you about Blariska and reincarnation?" And Father Lance wrote me back, and he said,
"Do not contact me anymore."
Please delete
no,
this.
he owes me because he asked me. He sent me an email before the Stanley Cup, and he's like, "Walter, please root for the Penguins.
You gotta hear this.
We need your mojo." And I wrote back, I cannot root for the Penguins, but I will say this: if they win, I'll be happy for you.
Okay.
Right? It's
Otherwise,
nice of me,
I'm
right?
Indifferent.
Well, yeah, that's good.
Because because I can't root for another team other than my own team.
I hear
But
you.
if they wound up winning, and they did,
Yeah.
I told them I'd be happy for them.
Okay.
Were you happy for him?
Sure, I sent him an email as soon as they won last night. I sent him
that's
an
cool.
email. Hey, we talk a lot. I mean, he's definitely the official. He's definitely the official. Tell him, Steve Dave.
Priest. Exorcist.
Yeah.
Or anything to do with God. But he says the first hole in the reincarnation theory is if we are all being reincarnated, with a select few breaking the cycle and attaining oneness with the cosmos, the population should see a slight decline. Instead, we see steady population growth. Where are all the new souls coming from?
Well, that's what I said, and you said animals and trees.
Right. I think
organisms.
I think there are animals though that make a difference and do achieve like boss, like unlock this level. Right. I believe there are animals that can like make their way up the food chain.
Is this a roundabout way to talk about Cooper fucking finding that door again?
No, I know. I'm not just saying Cooper, but we know there are animals out there that have done amazing shit.
Right. Sure.
Like that goes against their very basic, instincts as an animal, as a certain species.
I believe like that cat going after that pit bull.
Exactly. I was going to bring up the cat that saves the child from the pit bull. Mm-hmm. Something that should never happen in nature. It's unnatural. Yeah. I believe that cat probably, maybe, had a human soul in him at that point.
So you don't like to think of just like hero cat, like takes no shit from pit bull.
I think there's more to it than that.
Yeah,
I think there's more to it. When you see an animal do something extraordinary, I believe that in the next life they're going to be granted.
So it's a cat that did something heroic, and then they get to level up in their next life. Yes. Is what you're saying? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Animals who like those animals that become like treatment dogs, rehab dogs, and
against
therapy
their
dogs.
will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to hear about his own?
So you're talking about animal free will, whatever an animal does with his own free will, like that cat.
The cat.
Okay.
Totally untrained to do that.
Right.
Definitely is going to be rewarded.
So if a dog is trained to bite some black dude,
right,
not his fault. But if on his own he's just like, I don't like the looks of that guy, and bites him, then he's getting bumped down to black mold.
Yeah, then he's with you hanging out in the basement.
Right.
But from Father Lance's own, you want to hear his own faith perspective?
Yes, I do.
I know many exorcists. Whoa. This is the first time I'm reading this. You bring an exorcism into this already. I like this.
Well, it's his card. Yeah. He plays it. I'd play it every chance I got, too. How many times have I mentioned I was a firefighter in this episode? We all got to play our cards.
But Father Lance says, from my own faith perspective, I know many exorcists feel various phenomena people claim to experience past life regression, astral projection, alien abduction, automatic writing, etc., are all demonic deceptions used to trick people to delving into the occult New Age.
Oh, shit.
Reading this story of Boriska, I see nothing here he couldn't have read or heard in any science fiction book or show.
Well, not at that age, though, right?
Well, we don't know that he did any of that shit at that age. This kid could just be making it up because of demons involved.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's really the demon.
Yeah.
So the amazing Lancey is debunking it.
So now, not only is he not getting laid, but he's a fucking demon infested as well.
Oh, God.
So I'm torn here because...
you want to believe Father Lance.
Well, I do anything Father Lance tells me.
Except root for the Penguins. The most simple request a man
The one thing he actually asked you for.
That's the only thing I won't do. Other than that,
a fucking Meatloaf song up in here.
I do tons of shit he doesn't ask me to do on a daily basis.
Zone.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.